Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jeannie and this is Unfiltered 50s. If you've never been here before, welcome, and if you have, welcome back. In today's video, I'm really excited for today's video because we are going to be talking about all things Boxycharm and especially Boxycharm Premium, because that seems to be where the excitement is. And also, I want to show you something that I received from Influencer. Guys, I was so lucky. I actually got an Influencer Vox box with some bougie foundation from Givenchy, and this is their new Prisma Libra Skin Caring Glow Foundation. And you know I am all about a glowy, dewy foundation, guys. This is absolutely beautiful. So I wanted to take the opportunity to show you this and use this in today's video. I'm going to be doing a full face get ready with me using Boxycharm Premium Spoilers because I just happen to have all of these products. So we are going to be using the Natasha Denona. I don't know if you saw this one spoiled on Joe's Boxycharm page, but this is going to be up for grabs for April spoilers. And guys, it is absolutely gorgeous. I picked this up from the Natasha Denona, or maybe actually I think I picked this up on the Beautylish website. Beautylish had a 2 for 1 or 2 for something kind of a deal, and I picked up the cranberry palette and the coral palette, and I actually have not even had a chance to use this one yet, so here we go. I should have waited. But I wanted to swatch this for you and let you see how absolutely gorgeous this is. So let's get that out of the way with the swatches. It's a beautiful color story in coral on this palette. It swatches just absolutely gorgeous, and this beautiful, almost duochrome lid topper. I mean, look at that. Wow. It's just absolutely gorgeous. I love purple and coral together. And man, this particular palette really delivers. It is the larger 5-color, 5-pan palette from Natasha Denona that usually runs around the $48, I want to think, just off the top of my head, dollar price tag. So it's almost a $50 palette. So it's definitely not the mini. It is the full 5-pan palette. And there's the whole entire palette swatched for you. It's absolutely gorgeous. Oh my goodness. These type of colors are just right up my alley. They seem to bring out the green in my eyes, so I gravitate towards these type of colors. So I'm going to use a look with that. I also have the Transfix Matte Concealer. I got this in my Busy Beauty box, and I take the shade, I mean Stephanie nailed it for me, I take the shade 4N Neutral. And guys, this is my second favorite concealer. It is number 2 in my all-time favorite concealers, with the Oma Beauty Woke, this one being number 1 for older, more mature eyes. This one comes in at number 1. This one comes in at number 2. That's just what I reach for, but I usually do a combination of the two. This one has a little bit of a smaller doe foot applicator, and I really appreciate that about this one. It doesn't take much. It goes on nice. It doesn't seem to be drying to the eye whatsoever. There's really not much difference between this one and the Oma Beauty. This one is just a bigger doe foot applicator. Really 6 to 1, half a dozen of the other. But these two are my favorite. They sit right here next to me, right here on my beauty table, and I seem to use both of them every time I do a look. As far as the Nars blushes, BRB, it's because I use a lot of Nars blush, and so some of the ones that I have are in the little blush palettes, like this one, which is the Free Lover palette. That's from the Studio 54 collection. And then I also opted to get rid of my beautiful, beautiful one that had Behave in it, which is an absolutely gorgeous blush that I had in a single, because I ended up getting this palette that has Behave in it, and it is the Vacancies palette, and it just looks like this. And so since I already had this big luxurious size Behave in it, I certainly didn't need the single, so I got rid of that. I also have the complimentary bronzer, and this is Au Soleil, and it has the bronzer in it, looks like this, and it's got the bronzer Unleashed. I use these a lot, so that's why I don't have the actual singles, but I do have the blushes, and Nars blushes are absolutely wonderful, so we will be using that for our face palettes today. I'm going to be pulling for a warm tone blush out of this because Behave is a more on the pink side cool tone blush. Apply some of the beautiful Givenchy foundation. Go in with a few pumps. It is a little bit runny, but not too much, and it really is a good match to my neck. I was thrilled with the color of this, and it does have a really nice amount of coverage. And I like that in a foundation because that means I have to use less concealer, and at my age, less is more. So the first thing I do is I just go in all over with my foundation brush, and the next thing that I do is I'm going to go in with a beauty blender and just pounce, pounce, pounce. See how nice that matches my neck? I just kind of go down. And there is no denatured alcohol in this, so if that is something that you're worried about, there is none in this product. So I was really pleased with that. And I'm just pouncing, pouncing to get the brush marks out. There's actually not that many brush marks left behind with the BK Beauty brushes. They are a really nice synthetic brush line. Very glowy, very natural, kind of a medium coverage. Not too heavy, not too light. Just a very natural looking foundation. Liking it. Let's put on our concealer, and I am just going to put ever so slightly in the corners of my eye. So I like to put some right in the inner corners, and then I like to put this right here, right in this corner, because that's where my eye's sunken in just with age. And anywhere that you have a sunken in spot, you really want to lighten that up to bring that out. Then I want to round off my forehead because that makes you look younger. So I want to put some right here because all young girls have a round forehead. Then I want to put some in the marionette lines and bring that up to the surface. I use the precision brushes from Sigma. I just go in at the corner of my nose and I place this where I want it first. Then I'll pounce out again with my sponge. So now that I've got everything highlighted where I want it, let's put a little bit of the bronzer on from Nars. Again, this is the shade Unleashed. And I got a little bit too heavy-handed right there, so if that happens, just take some of your sponge and blend that back in. And this is the Wayne Goss largest artist brush that I'm using. It has a hair of blue squirrel, so it's very, very soft. Just kind of deepen that up. Okay, now I'm going to go into this color right here because it's a warm tone blush. And I'm just staying on the back part of the cheeks and lifting up just to kind of chisel out and lift my face up. Gravity's already dragging me down. And I'm going back on the temple area, and that's another spot on our bodies that caves in with time. So if your temple area is very, very concave, then you can add some highlighter there. I'm going to go in and use this as some highlighter. But I always highlight my temple area, just because I know that it's sunken in from age. I'll meet you on the other side with eyebrows on. Okay, I've got my eyebrows on and I'm ready to go into the palette, and we are going to go in with the lightest coral color here on a MAC 224 Shorty. I honestly don't have any primer down because usually with Denona, I don't need any. We are going to be able to make 2 choices in premium. So I really think that Joe has heard the cry that premium is really not feeling like premium. And he's really trying to address that issue. So, you know, yay for Joe if he has. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely have felt like that, you know, the box to be had has been base for some time. I've said that over and over again, you know, that, well, as a matter of fact, I just picked up premium in January. I went without Boxycharm from April of last year until September. I didn't even get Boxycharm. I was so irritated with the way they were doing business. So then I picked up Boxy back in September, I guess it was. And when I picked it back up, I only picked up the base box, because base box I felt like was so good, because base box had to be good because you needed premium to get into the add-ons early, but you didn't need base. So the base box was where all of the good products was, because he had to make base good so you kept it. And so now that it's all access to the pop-up shop, now he can really work on making the boxes in each tier reflect the tier that they're in. And so whenever pop-up went all access, that's when I signed up for the premium. I knew that premium was going to change. I know I signed up for premium in January because I knew premium box was going to be getting good, because he changed the all access. I feel like that premium is going to be getting better and better, and that is coming to pass. He's allowing 2 choices now. I'm really excited about that. I feel like that, you know, you should be getting something extra for premium. The very first premium box was really rocking. It was Natasha Denona Bloom palette. Maybe a few boxes after that were good, but not that many, because I feel like, you know, all of the good products that we used to get in Boxycharms are in, you know, basically the pop-up shop now. And if that's true, and if that's the business model, then why are we not just like a Costco, where we pay a membership charge and you just buy what you want? Why are we even getting a box? Why doesn't he just charge, you know, a $10 membership to shop pop-up? That would seem like that would make more sense to me, if the boxes aren't going to be good anyway. Okay, I've got one eye roughed in. I'm going to hop off camera. I'm going to finish up the other eye, and I'll be right back with my final look. Okay, guys, I am back with my final look. I finished up my other eye. I have used some of the Nars bronzer that is in the Au Soleil palette, and that is called Unleashed. I used some of the Nars Free Lover palette, and it has Luster, Final Cut, Crave, Amour, and Loves Me blush in it. used that. Then I've used some of the Artist Couture. This is the Lippy Sugar Baby, just over the top of a Juvia's Place lip liner, a darker lip liner with a very shiny metallic lip gloss over the top from Artist Couture in Sugar Baby. So yeah, that's what I've got on my lips. But yeah, the palette performs wonderfully. If you're wondering, he is spoiling 2 palettes from Natasha Denona that are also going to be available. I'm not sure if this is going to be a variation palette or a choice palette. Not exactly sure about that, but I will pop images up on the screen for you to see those. But I think these are these palettes are going to be along the same lines as the Peak palette. They're going to be custom palettes made for Boxycharm. These are not available on the Natasha Denona website. These are not a regular 5-pan palette by her, but rather custom made for Boxycharm. So yeah, let me know what you're thinking about all of the changes for premium. I'm excited to hear your thoughts about it. I am liking it. I'm liking the fact that we're going to be able to make 2 choices for our premium box. And I do believe that if you don't already have the Coral palette, this is a beautiful palette. It's going to be awesome for the summertime. I think that some of the shades in here, as far as the metallics, are just absolutely gorgeous. I chose to do a pretty dark eye with the, oh man, with this shade right here. Oh my gosh, it's just gorgeous. Then I put this one on the outer corner. I used this and I used this. The shade that I really did not go into was this shade right here. But you can use this shade and really, really lighten up your look and make it like just a really all coral look. So that would take you out of the dark eye and into a really, really light eye, if that's what you're looking for. But yeah, I think that this is a just absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous palette. I'm really excited to see it in the box. Let me know your thoughts below. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. And if you haven't gotten a chance to subscribe to the channel and you think you'd like the content on the channel, go ahead and click the big red subscribe button down below. And I'll see you in my next one, guys. But bye till next time.